Shoot ready, stand by. Hit. Hit. Okay, hey, Shalom Saints, this is your brother Gideon, and it's my brother right here from another mother, brother Travis. And today we're running through a little bit of our 3-gun course that we got set out here in North Carolina. And I'll run that reel, show you what it's like, what we got going on there. We all sweaty right now because this is fun. This little joker right here is fun. It's good to run. We're learning some new things. And the reason why we're doing this is because about a week or two ago, we went through a night shoot, and it was
challenging.
It was challenging. Jedis exist. They exist, and these guys are good. I mean, we ran across some straight shooters. I mean, we went out to the Griffin Group course where they train special operations soldiers on all kinds of things, and they were out there in masses. We had them from Green Berets, Delta Force, Navy SEALs, Secret Squirrels. They were, and just regular civilians, and they were whooping ass. And man, these guys are good, and it makes you realize how good you're not, at least for me.
Right. Lots of room for improvement.
Lots of room for improvement. So, what I did is in the night shoot, I went through the class that was had the night vision goggles. So I had night vision goggles, and you were running what?
White light.
White light. He was running light and light, and this is the rifle you was using.
Yes, sir.
All right, so tell us about your setup. What you got going on here?
Tango 4 LPVO.
Okay.
Got a Hollow Sun laser pack. Didn't use it in that 2-gun competition. Running the O-light here. Typically, I would run a Surefire.
Mm-hmm.
I thought more lumens would be better for the 2-gun.
2-gun, yeah.
You want to talk about that now? Later?
Hey, whatever. This is what I was running with. I was running with this. I changed it a little bit after the shoot. We can talk about, but basically, got the old Betty here going again, and I'm running with the Trichicon MRO and laser pack 15. So that's pretty much all I was running with, and I had it suppressed. Pretty much. I had it on my Geisley URG Super Duty. Not Super Duty, URGI, just a regular one, standard one. Then I switched all the equipment over to Killmonger because after this, I went with LPVO like you. So let's talk about it. I mean, what was your takeaway, man? What'd you get?
Well, not so much on the rifle, but on the pistol. Manipulating your weapons light. Okay. It may sound simple, but if you're not training with your weapon light, you'll be surprised when it's time to flick that thing on and off, how troublesome it can be. On the rifle, I thought more lumens would be better. What ended up happening, I would get a lot of splash when I looked through my glass, especially on the long distance shots.
Was it your reticle? You couldn't see your reticle? What was it?
No, I could see the reticle. Is the best way I can describe it is driving at night in fog with your bright lights on.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like looking through my glass.
So like when you're driving and you're in the fog and you hit the high beams,
like, oh, no,
and then it just gets worse.
It gets worse.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
That's what happened with this high lumen output.
I remember you
light.
said something about smoke.
Yes, the gas off my suppressor.
Okay, let's talk.
Okay, so I'm about 10 rounds in, and this thing is gassy.
Gassy.
Now I got a 185-yard shot.
Gas in your face?
It's not so much in my face. If so, I'm not I wasn't paying no attention
Okay.
anyways. It was more so I'm looking through my glass, 185-yard shot.
185, yeah. That was
I'm on 1 power,
I'm gonna roll that footage in.
and all I see is smoke, the gas coming off the can. So
But you got a hybrid.
Yes, this is a Silencer Code Omega 9K.
Omega 9. It was definitely not designed for 556, but we made it happen anyway.
Right.
Right.
But once I cranked up the 4 power, I could kind of burn through the gas, and I could see the target.
Okay.
So once again, learning experience.
Right. So like in that, what would you do different?
I probably would, instead of trying to adjust from 1 power to 4,
Okay.
I probably run the entire course on maybe 2 or 3 power.
Interesting.
I only have a 4 power here, so
Okay.
I kind of would run it almost like
Maybe
an ACOG.
Maybe 2.5
2.5,
power,
something like that,
power?
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And just have that sweet spot to run the entire course instead of trying to on the fly.
So how about your eye box?
Our box is great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, had no problem
And
with
when I'm
that.
talking about eye boxes, when you look into the lens, like whether you see like scope shadow in there, and it's just, you know, so basically some you can put your eye up there and it works out really good, and some other you got to really focus. It depends. That one seems to be pretty forgiving, right?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Stangle 4 has a very good eye box.
Okay.
A lot of eye relief. Works great.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
complaints.
Well, for me, I was running red dot MRO, and basically at night I didn't even look through it. I was using straight up IR beam, like I was using laser pack. And one of the things I learned, see, here's the thing. In the military, we would not necessarily be running around with, if you showed, I'm gonna roll in the footage, when you showed a laser beam, it's like this long beam, it looks like a sword, like a long string. You don't really do that in the military because of the simple fact that the enemy can just follow that beam all the way to you. So we have discipline where we hit it and go off, and okay. So I wasn't really used to using the high beam like so. Only use high beam when I'm like really trying to visually look for something. Like when I'm using this side over here, and it's just to open things up. It's basically a flashlight. So I have an IR flashlight on this, and I have a way to trigger it, as you see, and just rotate this, and then boom, I'm on IR, and I can do the same thing. So I think something that I might want to try to do there, it's a little bit different because in my mind I was thinking like military trained. I don't want a white light discipline, the discipline of light, IR discipline lights, and it was just kind of like, oh no. And guy told me out there, he was like, yo, play the game. It's a game. Yeah, like, you know, this is not real life. This is a game, and we have to change our mindset to understand that we're going to run this a little bit different. Some of the targets they engaged was a little bit different than what, like sitting in the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like naturally, there was one shoot when we had to sit in the car. I'll run the footage. And you would engage the farthest target out with 50 meters, 100, what was it?
About 50.
About 50 meters with the pistol. And then engage the ones that's right in front of you, that's like 10 yards, which is completely, you would not do. You would engage the closest target, then out, you know, but this was just about time and an efficiency of movement. So it's a lot different shooting. It's speed. You have to be speed and accuracy. So that's one of the biggest things I'm learning from it is speed and accuracy, and being able to, and then also manipulating your safety mechanism, making sure you from one station to the next, and then it's weird like moving, right? Remember backing up?
Yeah, backpedaling.
What do you think about that?
Oh boy, yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's not so much we were backpedaling while shooting.
Mm-hmm.
We were moving from one position to the next, and we can only move backwards.
Right.
The rules of the game.
Right.
So we had to backpedal backwards and then engage the target.
Right.
So
it's strange holding your weapon that way, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So you're like, when you're moving backwards, you know, and especially at night and under nods or something, so it's like you got to point it this way and kind of, you know, and other than I would probably just put it under my elbow or something, and I would just haul ass and do what I need to do. But doing it like this, you're sitting here and it's kind of like I'm, you know, where's the guy behind me? You know, it's weird. It's just, it's strange, and it's something that it's cumbersome. You had to get used to. You know, but like I said, it's a game. It's a game, and it's a fun game, an adult game, but it's a fun game. But it's it teaches you some things.
Right.
And I learned some things. I learned something about my equipment. One of the things I learned, this is locked and clear. Weapon here, you see it's clear, is my Trichicon. So one of the takeaways I learned from this, under nods. Okay, so we all know buy one. Can I see yours? So I told you right, I got it. Ooh, this thing's still hot, boy.
Yes,
It's
it
still
is.
smoking. So, all right. So what I've learned is this is the SIG red dot sights. Under nods, my eyes now, another video I was talking about, which I'm probably not gonna play, but I have to wear glasses now, and because I have astigmatism. So using this one, I have the same setup. It's just like this. We have a M18. It's not working out for me. When I look through nods, because it's just too bright, even if I turn it to the nod setting, it was just too bright and blurry. Here you go. Now, Trichicon. RMR. My God. It was clear, perfect, everything. Even the MRO, perfect. Trichicon, looking through the nods, it's crisp. Now, so when I'm having to engage targets through my nods, remember in the military, I didn't do that kind of stuff. We had M9 Berettas.
Right.
There was no red dot on top. I didn't have that crap. I didn't even have a light under. The best thing we can get was maybe a grip one, you know, Crimson Trace. If you bought that with your own money though, you know, or sometimes a company might buy one or two, maybe the Crimson Trace. But you know, grabbing your gun and having a laser go on and off is something that you don't necessarily want. Remember, noise and light discipline. That's part of the military thing. So looking through nods, I'm looking through nods and I'm looking through my tube and it's like, bam, the side rims here, I couldn't see them. It was like looking at a dot in the middle of the sky on top. It was perfect. So I'm telling you right now, if you got nods, Trichicon. I'm definitely rolling with Trichicon. Which one you want? I don't know, but Trichicon for me, baby. I will definitely become a sponsor of Trichicon. I got the thing I put your light on, cause they are the schnizzle. I really like that, man. And like I said, I'll roll the footage of us rolling through here, and it's fun, man. Couple takeaways, you know.
Right.
It's kind of like you play that balance between speed and accuracy. Accuracy being better, but in this, speed gets you that win. You gotta be fast because as we're going through the stages, right? It's an overall time. Each stage you will accumulate a certain time. So let's say on this one right here, we started off with 90 seconds, was way too much time. We did 20 seconds. That was, bro, I couldn't even get to the second station by the time I get through all them shots. But so we went with 60 seconds. 60 seconds is 1 minute for this station, and you got to engage several targets several times and move from different stations. Plenty of time, you know. I did my last one, I think it was 39:40. Was it 30? What was it? 39:53. You did 44:99. Yeah, 44:99. And you got better hit placement than I did, because like I said, we traded. I traded speed and lost a little bit more accuracy than you did. You went with more accuracy. So when we started looking at the point situation, it's like, okay, how they did it out there was alpha. You had to hit two targets, alpha, and you had to have a Charlie. You had to get a point. You had to have 2 hits on the target, but you get more points for having alpha hits. Right. So long as you definitely get 2 hits, you're good. But you definitely need alphas. Alphas is better. So I look up here. You got 1 Charlie, and let's see. No, that's alpha. What is? Yeah, that's alphas. 1 Charlies. And then out here on this one, we had maybe one Charlie out here. But most of all of us hit all alphas. So that's good. That's pretty much the center of the target right here. You want to hit in this area here or here. That's what they're talking about when they're talking about alphas. Any of the Charlies is something out there or just complete miss. And then when you get a miss, it's like the -10.
Right.
You know, you get 10 seconds added to you. So you definitely don't want that. And every time you get Charlie hit, I think it was, I don't know if it's 2 seconds. 2 seconds added to your time.
2.5, I think it was.
2.5 seconds added.
And the complete miss was 5.
5 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, something. It was not good. So 5 seconds if you completely miss, 2.5 seconds for every Charlie zone hit you got, and then you got your alphas. So, which is good. That's what you want. So you have to decide. But either way, you know, I'll give you the last words. We think for what we thinking going forward.
I'm thinking not compromising training just to play the game.
Yeah.
I don't have a desire to be the best 2-gun shooter out there.
Right.
It's more so the opportunity for some night training.
Yes, sir.
So I could run the entire course with my white light on. You can run the entire course with your lightsaber flashing, but you want to practice laser and light distance.
That's right.
So I'd rather not make that compromise to win this game.
You're right.
So I'd rather run it how we typically do and work on getting better at it.
That's true.
Faster at it.
Yeah, that's true. Although if you win the prize, you get dual nods. That's $10,000. Sometimes. You got one dual nods. I'm like, dang
it was like $8,000 setup.
Jesus.
First place.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they be handing out some really nice prizes out there.
Do.
So so sometimes it might be worth it. What if they sending out some dual nods?
It might be.
Yeah, that's worth it. Just playing the game, or just giving you a whole new rifle or something. You know.
True.
Here's something. Also, so what we both have. You got what's that? 16 or 14.5? You got a 16. This is a 14.5, so it's about the same length. I had a suppressor, so it was out here. How did that work out for you?
I'm used to it. I've done CQC with this 16-inch barrel, so no problem for me.
Okay.
A lot of, what would you call it, compressing?
Yep, compress.
A lot of that.
And what he's talking about is basically when if I'm going through here, I'm coming up here, and then breaking back out. Sometimes some of us, we had to start from like a high ready. We don't really start from low readies. We come from a high ready position, and then you're breaking out, and then you have to compress and coming in and going back out. So that's what we're talking about. And it was interesting, you know. I mean, like I said, I learned definitely the balance of my rifle. I raised this up. I ended up getting me a, what's it called? Irregular defense setup. So I set this thing up a little bit higher because what I learned from mine was when I hit the beam, it would shine on my knuckle. So I had to rise it up. So when I rise it up now the beam does not shine on my knuckle. And this 2.9, whatever, it's the same height as if like a Gordon rifle, like a Gordon carbine. So it's like right there in my eye every time. So if you ever know of the Gordon carbine, you know that they have like the hand grip right here, the carrying handle, excuse me. And then you will put the sight on top. It's exactly same height. So if y'all looking like, ooh, that's hot, it's the same height as a Gordon carbine. And I learned that from shooting with the brothers at Straightway. Yeah. When I seen that, I was like, yeah, that's it right there. And when I fired my Gordon carbine, I like that. But like I said, I'm gonna try to LPVO.
Hey man.
I'm gonna try it, man. You know, my eyes is not where they used to be. What about you? You like it?
I'm used to it. I've been running this thing 4 years? The exact same one. I'm trained up to it, so
yeah,
it helps with the amount of eye relief I get.
Right.
The eye box is just great. It's pretty good glass. So all those things help.
Right. I know you mentioned something about your straps. You wanted to change those out or something?
What straps are you referring to?
We're talking about the
Oh, for the sling?
Yeah, sling.
Well, definitely need to upgrade the sling. More a quick adjuster sling is what I really need to upgrade to. The straps, I like the QD quick mounts.
All right. What's your trigger?
Well, my trigger is great. I have a Gossley SSA.
Okay.
So I'm good to go on the trigger. I mean, it's not a bad setup, man.
Right.
If anything I would do differently, I probably engage more targets with my laser.
Yeah.
More passive aiming with the laser. Yeah. But I would probably toggle it on and off instead of just leaving it on the entire course.
You know something else I learned? Okay, so now you can, you got what you got. You know, you go to war with the equipment you have. So I learned that dual tubes are definitely better because everyone had them out there. I was the only jacknut running around there with one tube like this. But I still beat out quite a few. We still beat out quite a few of them.
We didn't finish last.
We did not finish last. We like center, ish.
Right.
And for our first time, the score, those guys out there, and listen, training out straight way with the brothers is definitely help.
Yeah.
What did that guy say to you?
He was surprised it was my first time because of how good I shot.
Yeah.
His words.
Yes.
Like, bro, you shot really good for your first time.
First time, yeah.
So he probably assuming I didn't have any training.
Right, yeah.
But like you said, training with the brothers out the straight way.
Yeah.
With this guy, helps a whole lot, a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
So it's just the game aspect of it.
Yeah.
If you would have took away the game, we both would have scored higher.
Right. And listen. If you got, like, this setup here cost me $59. I went to Lowe's and it cost me $59 to get some of this material. Some of this material we had running around in the yard, and I just went out, got some PVC, got some of this stuff right here. You can get this from little construction work sites, that's sitting around. They don't need anymore, or go buy some, whatever, what you got. And then I got some boards that we just spray painted, with some stuff, and got some green grass. Now, the reason why I got the fake grass is because it's easier to clean up. So, and it's just easier for us to clean up the shells, and the shells won't decay. So when we come out and do our cleanup, and just get some buckets, man. Get out here and just train, man. It's different positions, and make it, So hallelujah. That's all I got, man. I really appreciate it, man. And like I said, we out here, we're just learning, doing better. How's your shotgun shoot?
Oh, Mac is pretty good.
Oh, what you call it?
Mac. Well, it's Mac, Military Armament Corps. So.
Yeah. And that's a Turk Nelly.
Turk Nelly. I haven't named it yet.
Oh, you ain't know? I thought it was Mac. No, Mac. No. Mine is Benelli. Old Mario Kart over there. Old Benny, boy. That's so. We're talking about the shotgun. We're using Benelli shotguns. And mine ran great. Yeah. Mine doesn't really like low cut shells, like bird shot. It doesn't like it. Yours fires bird shot, no problem.
No problem,
not me.
No problem at all.
Mine does not like it. But I went through the course. It made it. It didn't jam, so it was good to go. Good thing I didn't have to make another shot, because I don't think I would have made it. But it's all good. So hallelujah. Well, and anyways, thanks for listening, and bless y'all out there, and wherever you listen to, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Good
bless y'all.
Bless y'all.
Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
It's about 2 billion people all over the world that looks like us. But their lives are a lot harder. Yahweh has the tools to liberate them all.